Brighton are set to beat Chelsea and Arsenal to the signing of Ajax attacker Mohamed Kudus. Brighton have reportedly agreed a deal in principle to sign Mohamed Kudus from Ajax, beating Chelsea and Arsenal to the punch. Both London clubs have been targeting the Ghanaian this summer, but now the Seagulls have swooped and look set to land the 23-year-old forward in a major coup for Roberto De Zerbi. Kudus has been missing Ajax training in preseason as he continues to push for a transfer following a mass exodus in Amsterdam this summer. He came close to joining Everton in 2022 before the deal collapsed, but stuck around in Holland for another season, dazzling in last season's Champions League group stages. The Athletic are now reporting that Brighton have agreed a package worth around £34.5 million for Kudus, and he is now poised to move to the Amex subject to personal terms and a medical. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Lukaku has reached an agreement with Juventus ahead of potentially sealing a switch to the Serie A giants. The Italian reporter suggests the striker is in line to join the Turin-based side on a 3-year deal, which includes an option to extend his stay by another season. But they are waiting for a response from Chelsea after insisting on a swap deal which would involve Dusan Vlahovic going in the opposite direction and close to £35 million changing hands. Lukaku's current employers reopened talks with Juventus earlier this month after discovering that acquiring Vlahovic as part of the move could be an option. The Belgium international has frustrated Inter Milan after he initially insisted that he was eager to seal a return to the San Siro, where he spent last season on loan. Despite scoring 14 goals for the Nerazzurri during the 2022-23 campaign, Lukaku now appears to be keen on joining their domestic rivals, but the £350,000 per week man may also be handed an opportunity to remain in the Premier League if a move to Juventus falls through. Chelsea reportedly agreed personal terms with Crystal Palace star Michael Olise. Chelsea Football Club has reportedly agreed personal terms with Crystal Palace star Michael Olise after making a £26 million bid for the winger. This move comes as part of Chelsea's efforts to strengthen their squad under new manager Mauricio Pochettino. The Blues have been active in the summer transfer window, securing 6 new signings. However, they are not done yet and have turned their attention to Michael Olise. The 21-year-old has emerged as one of the most exciting players at Selhurst Park over the past 2 seasons and played a crucial role in helping Crystal Palace secure their Premier League survival last season. Despite currently being sidelined with a hamstring injury he suffered during the European U21 Championships, Olise has attracted interest from both Chelsea and Premier League champions Manchester City. Chelsea has approached Crystal Palace with a €30 million, £26 million offer, which is slightly below Olise's release clause of £35 million. It is expected that Chelsea will raise their offer to meet the buyout clause. According to Spanish outlet Nacional, Valverde has been made an offer to join Chelsea, whilst Liverpool and Manchester United have also been linked with the Uruguayan. It is said that a £104 million, $132 million bid would tempt Real Madrid, with the player no longer seen as untouchable by Carlo Ancelotti, especially not after the signing of Jude Bellingham. Eduardo Camavinga wishes to play more in midfield rather than left-back, and Aurelien Tchouameni is seen as a player of real importance. For Valverde, who was often shifted out to the right of midfield and also on the wing, it poses a question, as he is given a decision over pursuing a career as a central player or potentially becoming just a piece as part of the Los Blancos jigsaw. Any money recouped on the 25-year-old could also be spent on Kylian Mbappe, as Florentino Perez sets his agenda for a big late window play. Football.London says, "Well, this has come out of nowhere and we can't say it's a surprise." Valverde has been absolutely vital for Madrid in recent years and offers a bit of everything. Very few players can be moved around as seamlessly as he is and still produce such high levels. Chelsea have been heavily pursuing Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo throughout the summer transfer window. The Blues have had 3 bids for the Ecuadorian international rejected by the Seagulls and are now said to be considering alternative options. Despite Brighton's determination to keep Caicedo, the Blues remain confident that they can secure his signature, especially after he recently confirmed his desire to join the club. Roberto De Zerbi's side are standing firm on their £100 million valuation, which has been a source of huge frustration for the 21-year-old. So, with that being said, Football.London has rounded up the latest information regarding the Blues' pursuit of Caicedo. Brighton's formal move to sign Ajax star Mohamed Kudus could have given Chelsea a major breakthrough in their pursuit of Moises Caicedo. As per The Athletic, Brighton have reached a €40 million, £34.6 million agreement in principle with Ajax to sign Kudus. This agreement comes after transfer guru Fabrizio Romano noted that the Seagulls would be one to watch in the Kudus race if they received a huge bid for Caicedo. Reports have claimed that Todd Boehly has made some changes to how he carries himself during Chelsea's preseason tour. According to Football London, the American has made his presence far less known when attending his club's games as they toured his home country. Chelsea returned to the United States in a similar way to how they did in Boehly's first preseason at the helm, with it being absolute chaos last time out. Players were leaving and joining the bloated group seemingly at will, and preparation was at an all-time low going into the domestic campaign. This reflected in their results. Things started poorly and didn't get much better as they ended the campaign in 12th. Whether it is linked or not, there is an argument that the lack of an overbearing figure in Boehly may have been crucial to better performances both on the pitch and on the training ground. He was not afraid to make his presence known at games last season, and this at times led to moments where many were scratching their heads as to what he was actually trying to achieve. Reports stated that he kept players back for a long time after an embarrassing defeat at Stamford Bridge to try and remind them of the standards that were required at this club. It is unlikely Pochettino will be looking for anything like this to occur under his tenure, as he looks to help bring Chelsea back up towards the top of the Premier League table. Chelsea owner Todd Boehly has admitted that he is doing his best to get a deal to sign Moises Caicedo over the line. According to Feroz Ali on Twitter, the American told a supporter who asked him that negotiations have been tough so far regarding what could end up being a club record transfer. Like the rest of the staff at Chelsea, Boehly will have been relatively pleased with what he's seen so far in preseason from the Blues. Especially after being one of those at the club who contributed to and witnessed last season's demise, an unbeaten start to life under Mauricio Pochettino is sure to bring happiness to his camp. The owner has continued to back the manager with transfers this summer as he prepares to go into next season with a new look attacking, hopefully featuring both Nicholas Jackson and Christopher Nkunku.